Breaking news has just shaken the political landscape. Matt Gaetz, former congressman and attorney general nominee, has withdrawn his nomination just moments after a bombshell report surfaced. For years, allegations involving Gaetz and a minor have been under investigation, but this new report adds an even more chilling layer to the story. We've just learned there was a second sexual encounter between Gaetz and an underage woman back in 2017. This revelation comes at a time when President-elect Trump was rallying support for Gaetz in hopes of confirming him as Attorney General. Sources tell us that the woman testified to this second encounter not only in a civil lawsuit, but also before the House Ethics Committee. For 4 years, we've followed the allegations, but this new testimony revealed to us by our sources is the first time it's come to light that the woman spoke about the second incident. What makes this even more concerning is that Gaetz has consistently denied all allegations, and now, just 45 minutes after we reached out for a comment, he announced his withdrawal from the nomination. The timing is significant. His withdrawal came shortly after we reached out to him about our report. It's a startling move for someone who had been a front-runner for the Attorney General position under Trump. However, this withdrawal is a relief to many Senate Republicans who feared the growing controversy would prevent them from backing Gaetz. The pressure was mounting, and now they won't have to make the difficult decision of whether or not to support him. What stands out in this entire situation is how quickly it all happened. Just a short while ago, Gaetz was meeting with senators on Capitol Hill, working hard to secure the necessary votes for his confirmation. But the revelation of this second encounter appears to have been the tipping point. Now, Trump and his team are left to reconfigure their plans as they lose a major pick for Attorney General. This also raises larger questions about the future of the investigation into Gaetz's alleged misconduct. Despite the Justice Department's previous decision not to press charges, the story isn't over yet. The Ethics Committee is still set to meet next month, and Gaetz's potential involvement could resurface once again. Meanwhile, close allies of Trump had initially backed Gaetz, believing his nomination could be a key victory. But as the storm of allegations grew louder, it became clear that Gaetz's confirmation could distract from Trump's larger goals. This whole situation could force the Trump administration to reconsider other appointments that need Senate approval. In the midst of all of this, a critical question remains. Could Gaetz return to Congress? He resigned from his seat under the assumption he would not serve in the next term, but now, as his nomination falls apart, will he change course and decide to stay in the House? If so, it would surely bring the Ethics Committee's investigation back into the spotlight. For now, Republicans are breathing a sigh of relief, avoiding a contentious debate over Gaetz's future. But with Trump's loyalists losing a key ally, the political ramifications are far from over. What happens next in this saga? Stay tuned as this story unfolds, and be sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. Don't miss out. This news is just getting started. As we continue to watch this situation unfold, it's clear that Matt Gaetz's abrupt withdrawal is just the beginning of a much larger story. The fallout from this scandal reaches beyond just the Attorney General nomination. Its impact will ripple through the corridors of power in Washington. Gaetz's name had been linked to controversies for years, but this recent development brings fresh questions about accountability, transparency, and the willingness of the political elite to hold one another to the highest standards. For Trump, this is more than just a nomination lost. It's a reminder of the delicate balance he must maintain within his own party. The GOP establishment has long been wary of Gaetz, with some seeing him as too divisive, too polarizing, and simply not the right fit for such a critical position in the administration. This is a blow to Trump's inner circle, which had hoped Gaetz would help solidify the president's political base and act as a fierce defender of his administration. But even as Republicans may breathe a sigh of relief, the larger questions still loom. What's next for the Attorney General position? Trump will now have to find someone who can unite the party, satisfy his political allies, and manage the legal challenges looming over his administration. With Gaetz out of the picture, the pressure is on to find a nominee who can pass muster with the Senate, someone who isn't tainted by scandal and controversy. This will no doubt be a challenging task, especially given the high stakes involved in selecting someone for such an important role.